Hello ladies and germs, today we are playing a game called Sundered. Now usually when it comes to these type of like first impressions videos, they actually are my first impressions of the game. However, unfortunately this time I did actually first try to stream the game, and that did not go well. I was too tired and the start of the game was a bit slow, so you know, it ended up not being the best product I could have made. I feel like that, and also the game unfortunately does have this little bit of an issue where it's a bit hard to just like jump into without any foreknowledge. You actually do need some foreknowledge, which is great for my YouTube channel obviously, because watching this kind of review and gameplay part of the game that I'm gonna do, it's not gonna be a playthrough by the way, probably, unless this gets really popular. Yeah, just watching this is going to probably be helpful because there are a couple of things you kind of need to know at the very start that you actually probably don't just know if you just jump into the game. There's some stuff that just aren't all that intuitive to figure out, so yeah. I feel like this is going to be a bit useful, maybe. Now, the first one is intuitive for pretty much the entirety of the population of this planet, except for me. And it's that this is not a cinematic, you actually do have to move here manually. Yeah, it took me like 1 or 2 minutes to figure that out. Oopsie. Also, the game does support gamepad, but enabling the gamepad is a bit weird, and it often takes like a lot of time and stuff. Not sure why. Okay, I feel like we've been walking for a while. This is actually all of the... No. There is other stuff going on as well in the game. So this is a Metroidvania-like... I was going to say Metroidvania-like because I've been playing so many Survivors-like, but this is a Metroidvania game. With like an Eldritch theme, as you perhaps were able to figure out from the name Sundered Eldritch Edition. And obviously it has an Eldritch theme, right? Lots of tentacles and flying eyeballs and, for whatever reason, laser beams. I don't feel like laser beams really go hand in hand with cosmic horror, but it is what it is. I guess they kind of do, because there is also often a sci-fi element to that kind of horror, but still. Not the first, you know, you say the word Eldritch, the first thing that comes to mind is definitely not laser beams. We can heal, yippee. Wait, were we we were not pre-damaged. I actually took damage there. But yeah. The playable tutorial unfortunately is missing some... Oh my god. Not where I was supposed to go. Some key things. That's as the actual upgrade system of the game. What is that exactly? But hey, at least he believes in us. There is the future for us. Just a dark one though. Ah yes, the signing trapezohedron. Of course. So yeah. Laser beam. Now we have... Okay, cool. So the first attack there actually isn't me doing that, by the way. It is a bit annoying. So yeah. I guess we get a lightsaber. That may or may not be a copyright infringement, but it is what it is. So the weird thing about this game is that, first of all, the way the perk upgrades work, as far as I know, the only way to upgrade them is by physically walking back up there. But at the point of the game that I did get to, that was never actually mentioned. I just kind of accidentally ended up there because I didn't notice, like, an area of the game. And also these are used for the passive ability upgrades as well. So we do actually want to collect as many coins as possible. With a lot of games, it feels like a bit of a waste to be going after them too much. As per, oh my god, usual with a lot of Metroidvania games, we are going to be unlocking quite a few shortcuts along the way. As far as I know, I mean, I don't think we've at least seen, or I don't think I've seen fast travel yet, so just to be clear. But shortcuts are definitely a thing that exists here. Ah yes, the Eschaton Mother. Cool, I guess. Yippee! You can hold A to get through more than one platform downwards. Yippee! Okay, all very basic stuff so far. It is nice that we actually get the wall climbing at the very start and don't have to unlock that. Return with an Elder Shard and I will show you. I wonder if that literally means return to the starting place. Wait, did he actually... Maybe that's what that means. Oh yeah, this door is actually closed. But it definitely isn't clear from that we'd actually have to go back to the starting place. Because to me it sounds like there's an Elder Shard we have to find and then return here. Which also might be the case. Maybe it's talking about a different mechanic that I haven't found out about yet. But who knows. So the game does kind of excessively spawn in enemies as well whenever you keep moving around. Which is why... Well, actually the original reason why I started playing this game on normal mode was just because I kind of figured that might be the best balanced difficulty. Because that's the one most people will pick. But the reason why we did it this time around, where I've played a bit of the game, is not because I'm afraid of the game actually being difficult on its own, but it is because it's just, if the difficulty works the way I think it's gonna work, it's probably gonna be A, more enemies, and B, more HP on the enemies, just like numbers statting, like not actually making the game more difficult outside of like just padding the numbers. Which I'm not too keen on, because there's a lot of monsters and then it's just gonna take forever to do very basic tasks. Because even with normal mode, like if you don't know where you're going, it's quite excessive. Okay, we can't get there yet. But yeah. What I do have to mention, and I feel like this is a thing I always talk about in my videos, to the point of it just being kind of annoying for a lot of people, is that the game's controls actually feel really great. Obviously, it's like a thing that doesn't really get conveyed whenever you you watch a video, because obviously you're not the one playing physically, so you don't feel what you're doing and how the game responds to that. So it always has to be kind of vocalized, in my opinion. Or that's what I've been doing, at least. And we'll probably keep doing. Wait, where are we supposed to go again? See, the thing about it is that the map layout is so confusing that even though I've already played through this once, I'm still lost. Like this segment, not the whole game, obviously. Oh. I think it might be more east and then just loop back. Oop. Also, one thing that will become abundantly clear is that the enemy designs, well, the enemy variety isn't as big as you'd hope from the start. More do get like introduced, but yeah, at the start it's like really, really bad. And even if once like more get introduced, it's not like a lot of enemy variety. So it does still like feel extremely repetitive. Okay, let's go through this. Also, a lot of the combat is just spamming the attack for the not recoil, but to like push back the enemies and then just allowing them to dash at you for that. Since those enemies do keep repeating like everywhere. Now, there are other enemies, don't worry, it's not just this, but still. Yeah. I'm not sure how far I'm gonna play the game. Probably not extremely far. I just kind of want to give you a basic idea of what the game is like. Right? Because like it is one of those games where I don't know if I like it, because obviously my first impression wasn't the best, but the further I got into the game, the more I did start liking it. But at that point I was just too tired to finish the stream with the game. Wait, what did we just see there? It's a weird glowing purple thing. Speaking of weird purple glowing things, I probably should have gone to the bathroom before starting the recording, but it is what it is. Who knows? I feel like if I mess up something that I have to, like, to the point where I have to edit something out or something like that, then I'm gonna maybe have that break, but who knows? Obviously, at the end of the day, it's not gonna be that long of a recording to begin with, so who knows? Who knows? Maybe I'm gonna just be just fine. Anyways, let's go down. More of these. Once again, I know it's not exciting seeing me punch these coins down, especially when you haven't even seen the shop interface thing yet. And that's the thing about it. I also hadn't seen the shop interface at all when I first played through this area. So like, getting any of those coins did not feel rewarding at all. Because you don't know, like, what a coin is worth. Obviously now I do know, or have a base idea. I think the very first upgrades are like 100 something or something in that ballpark. Could be wrong though. And then they get increasingly more expensive. Yeah. But the nice thing about it is that we are definitely gonna get further than we did on stream in just like the short amount of time that I am gonna play this game and show it off. But it is what it... Wait, why would I say what it is what it is? I feel like I might just be tired again. But this time I'm gonna still finish this out. Because that's a positive thing, not a negative one. I'm just so used to negativity. See, our first new enemy here, meteoroids. So what they do is they kind of charge up an attack for like ever. But after they're done with that charging thingy, if you haven't killed them by then they just dash in a direction and then keep moving in that direction until they crash into the ground. And... Oop. And you are definitely going to be able to see it without me actively letting them get the attack off, so don't worry. And well, actually I could just let this one show it. That's how it works. So it has like this shockwave AoE damage thing as well once it reaches the ground or wall or ceiling or whatever it hits. You know? It's exactly what you'd expect from an enemy called a meteoroid. Right? Not exactly a shocking ability choice for them. But yeah, the base controls have like consist of like both basic attacks and then those finishing moves. And on the middle bottom thingy there, you can see 3 different like bars. One of them is HP, actually 4, because actually 5. Damn, I'm bad at counting apparently. The red thing is obviously HP. Below that is the health elixir, which is how you can heal yourself. You can store a bit of extra HP and then heal yourself. On top of the healing thing, there's obviously also the... like overlapping with it is the blue thing, which is the shield from the ability we picked up earlier. And that does take a while to recover, but it does recover on its own, so we don't have to like waste elixirs or anything on it to get it back. On the right, there's obviously the dodge charges, of which we have 3, and then in the middle, on the top, the meter thingy there measures our finisher move. So with our light attacks and attacking enemies with those, we actually charge the meter up, and then we can use them for the finisher moves, which are the purple ones, of which I've used a couple, like that one, for an example. But it then just fully clears out the entire meter. You kind of have to use them sparingly, and it does feel bad whenever you do, like, end up missing them, like I did earlier. It is good. It makes the combat a bit more engaging, I feel at least. Oop. Also, a notable thing about the game is that I think you actually literally do have to, like, jump, attack to get more air time to get up here. Like, not obviously here, but like earlier, that's what we did. And I don't think you can actually just make it with your normal jump. Now, I don't want to spoil too much, but it's a Metroidvania. I think you all know there's more airtime incoming with the future abilities, right? But for now... Oh no, the defense systems are online once I do this. Dun dun dun. Derp, derp, derp. I don't really know how I feel about like these, you're locked in an area and you have to clear out all the enemies to get out, kind of like fights, quote-unquote bosses. I don't think these really count as a boss though. Oh. I think we just ran out of our shield there. So yeah, it is possible to actually run out of it. That being said, I do feel like I do spend quite a bit of time just like at full HP though in this game. Obviously with like these guys and the AoE attacks and stuff, the more hectic a fight gets, the easier it is to lose. Boop. Or you can quite easily like lose the entire shield and then end up actually taking HP damage. That being said, in my opinion, it might just kind of recover just a tad bit too fast for... Oh my god, is there a new enemy like up there again? Whoopee. Out of health elixirs. Not max HP, out of health elixirs. Oh no. Whoopee. Okay, can we open, please? Yay. Crystals. I don't know what that does. Okay, that is not a door we can interact with. I actually didn't even check it because I assumed it was actually just a wall on the stream side of things. Which I'm not gonna upload. I don't think I'm gonna even use any content from that stream. I don't think I said anything particularly funny for clips either. I'm always on the lookout for funny clips, and I feel like I've had a couple of them and then just actually forgot to clip and ship them. So it's unfortunate. But yeah. Okay, well. Oh my god, I'm so bad at the game. Woo! Okay, let's go this way then. There's obviously something here as well. Okay, I can make this. Oop. No. See, perfect. Okay, this might actually not be possible, though we are supposed to have more airtime before we get here, obviously. Wait. The thing isn't just like a thing we have in our hands. Wait, the weapon is also on our legs. That's interesting. Okay, can I maybe get the... Oh! Elevator. Thank you. Okay, no clue how I was supposed to avoid that. Okay, let's go east. Okay, I think this is gonna open up like a shortcut back. At least I hope. Not a shortcut back. You know, I think you all know what that actually is. Just from the logo. The huge red skull there. Usually doesn't symbolize a shortcut, right? You know what? Maybe we actually just ball and we go in anyways. Yeah. So this is the first actual boss of the game, and you know what? To be honest with you, as much as I do want to always hype these games up, you know, for how much like the game does well, this boss, not one of those things. I'm not a big fan of bosses with too basic of a moveset. Which this kind of is, it's the same attack literally. With a massive cooldown as well. And I'm also not a big fan of multiple enemy bosses at all. Like where I said I was kind of unsure how I felt about like those kind of killing floor room thingies where you have to just kill everything to get out. I do know how I feel about bosses like this. I know exactly how I feel about them, and the way I feel about them is not a positive one. Oop. Positive way. Whoopee! We got an Elder Shard fragment. So I'm not sure if I'm supposed to like get the fragment before I return for the thingies or not. Collect 3 fragments, then make them whole again. Cool. Beep. We do have 2k coins at this point. I'm not sure what they actually are. But whatever they are, we have like 2k of them. Which is probably a good amount. I think worth a return trip. Might actually have to make the return trip, who knows. Yeah, down we go. Would be... Now, technically I did have shields, so I could have probably... What's this? Lethargy leaves your spirit. Excuse me? Well, I guess. Oh, it's like an instant recovery for our dodges. I don't think it's gonna be a permanent one, but you know. Definitely nice whilst it lasts. Oh wait, is this like... Oh. Hold up. Wait, is this the same room we went to before? No, this is not the same one. No. Laser beam. Okay, yay, we can double jump now. So, let's use... the shortcut back here. To start unlocking our passive abilities, which are just like basic buffs. It's like health or... shield recovery speed or... whatever else. Notably, getting back up here doesn't actually require the double jump at all, because it's just wall climbable. Finally, we have arrived at this point. Okay. Oh my god, you're supposed to die and then it brings you here. Oh. Okay, that makes sense in a way more difficult game, right? Okay, so I should have picked a harder difficulty then, maybe. But yeah. Since we have the deflecting shield, we have stuff that comes off of it, and then we have stuff that comes off the leaping device as well. Extra perk. Huh? I'm confused as to what that's even gonna do, but increase melee damage, increase max health, increase armor. What is this? Equipped a perk, but we only had one there, right? Yeah. So how do we get more of them then? I'm sure we'll figure that out eventually. Okay, armor, damage. I feel like armor is better than... Wait, what? Armor and shield are different. I have no clue what's going on here. Increases your maximum shield. Sure. Maybe we just go for luck, actually. Okay, we are out of shards. I'd like to see one more boss, probably, and then I think that's, like, enough gameplay to show off what the game is like. Because obviously the first boss... You know, I want to be nice, but it is a tad bit... Oh, wait. That's a perk as well. We are supposed to actually climb back up. Okay. Well, we're supposed to die to get up there. So this is probably not an intended game mechanic, me just actively like climbing up here. But yeah, we can now just unlock both. Or use both at the same time, so that's nice. But yeah, I'd like to see like one more boss or something. Really figure out if the game, like just... Because obviously with games, come on. Like if the game actually has like good boss fights and stuff. Because with games, obviously the beginning of the game is way easier than the rest of it, right? That's a very basic thing for games to do. So I don't want to judge it off of just one boss. Which I did kind of maybe do on my last stream, but hey... I'm giving the game a chance to redeem itself. Okay? Also, it is a bit weird that we have like the whole invulnerability frames from our dodge. But they only apply to some sources of damage. Like the lasers I could not dodge. And again, I think they still kind of count as an environmental source of damage, so maybe it makes sense. Maybe I'm just being a bit salty. Wait, is that like you have to destroy all the enemies in the area before unlocking the chest type of thing? Or is that like a different ability that unlocks it and we just don't have it yet? Oh, I guess there's only one way to find out. How many enemies is it gonna spawn? Excuse me? Okay, well. No. Okay, so now we see if it actually takes you back there, as it probably does. And this is probably the intended way of getting back there. Oh, yep. Oopsie, so I've been complaining about this place not being easy to find, and turns out that all you had to do was die. But then it still allows players to play this with like 0 deaths as well, which is nice. I still unlock the things they need. Actually, we want to go this way, because we do want the shield downtime to be way shorter, so that doesn't happen again. Okay, the world changes constantly, that's cool. It has a life of its own, cool. They alert as danger is always near. Wait, did it, like, actually change? Wait, is the layout actually different now? Am I just imagining that, question mark? Beep. The incinerator, the Elden Shard Destroyer. Probably not where we should bring our Elden Shards. Okay, so what are we supposed to do? Maybe nothing. Who knows? Makeshift roads west. Okay, I think the only way to go is east though, right? Chat, would you still love me if I was a worm? So it's funny because one of those guys is called a worm. I made the same joke when I was streaming as well, though. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not funny that funny spontaneously. Although now that I think about it, I think I came up with the joke spontaneously, it's just not now. Isn't it funny when I over-explain these jokes? And where I came up with them. Really adds a lot and makes them so much funnier. But hey, I can't help it. I am a yapper. We... Oh no. Previous one of these did not end well for me. I'm sure there is, like, a leaf worm. Wait, maybe I have to just kill the leaf worm. Maybe that's the one spawning the rest of these enemies. Okay, we have some shield back. Okay, come on now. Okay, it's not spawning anything new anymore. Is that it? Magnet rank 1 acquired. I don't really care about that, to be honest with you. Not worth the hassle. So I think... I mean, so far it does look like the maximum amount of perks we can unlock at one time is literally 3. Yeah. Beep. Now, obviously we can't get 3 yet. We can only get 2 right now, but there are 3 slots in the middle. Of course, that is assuming that the that there aren't like other parts of the perk tree thingy with more slots. But I kind of doubt it. Okay, so let's go left. Wait, this is just back here. Okay, this was the boss room. Yeah. Beep. The thing about the shield is that it kind of maybe makes the game unintentionally more difficult. When you really think about it. It's because I have the shield, I do play way more careless because I always think that I have some reserve HP that I'm gonna recover anyways. No matter what I do. Whereas with the HP I feel like I'm a bit more careful. Or would be if I wouldn't get used to just smacking everything that moves without having sparing a single thought for actually playing, like, you know, avoiding damage and stuff. What is that? You tread more lightly. Huh? Whatever that means. Wait, what? Whippy. Wait, can I damage boost myself up? Hold up. Am I just discovering speedrunning strategies for a game that no one speedruns? Wait, this is this area, right? Okay, now I have to wait. No, there isn't a way up there yet. I think we actually, I say yet, but I don't think there will be a way up there. I think we're actually supposed to come down from there. That's going to be a different kind of shortcut. Like we're on the wrong side. The door doesn't open from this side type of meme. Yeah, that makes more sense. Okay, I was staring at the minimap so intensely that I kind of intensely that I completely forgot to look in front of me, and I just ended up running into the spikes there. Okay, can we maybe chill with the laser beams here? So many laser beams in this game. I've never really liked the more sciencey... Your first... Wait, survive your first horde. Huh? Wait, isn't the horde thingy the... Wait, I thought that was the thing we defeated at the weird chest thingy that gave us the perk. Why would I now get the achievement? Huh? I don't think the achievement actually shows up on screen either, because I have game capture on. And it's a Steam achievement, so it's not actually a part of the game. Oh, yeah. Okay. I think this is gonna be a new area. It's already green and weird. And it has a really unique name. Makeshift Roads East. As opposed to Makeshift Road West. Truly genius naming here. So creative. Okay. I do think it is interesting that the hostile enemies do have like very specific behavior patterns. Like these guys always try to attack from above. Like they don't climb to the same like level you are on. They always try to climb above you so they can fall on top of you, which is interesting. That being said, like just the actual fighting they do is kind of boring. Just like charging up an attack for an extremely short time and then running at you. Maybe if you actually had to dodge it or something, it would, you know, be somewhat interesting. But that's not the case. So since you can just like literally keep them at bay by just smashing X on a like an Xbox controller, it's not quite as exciting. Whoop. Oh my god. Oh no. But I think there might be like an upgrade to them as well, because there's obviously like the worms that deal damage to you even when they're like above ground, just walking around, which the normal worms don't do and stuff. I'm sure there's something similar to that. Something similar to that later on in the game as well, for the worms as well. Increases your maximum shield by 20. Interesting. Actually isn't, never mind. Increases maximum energy might just be good though. Turns out we needed more than I originally assumed, so I just kind of didn't value it. Okay, so armor is just... the minus from damage that happens no matter if we have the shield up or if we are just taking HP damage. I think that's great. However, the map has once again forgotten what it used to be. So it is procedurally generated, but in an interesting way though. And certain rooms are always the same, it seems. If there's a symbol, the map layout is predetermined, I guess. So now that I think about it, like, aren't those like a different type of arachnid, and they still just move the same way? So I'm not sure. Arachnid, different kind of worm. Wait, no, those are not even the worms. Those are the other things. I feel like I've been talking about the worms for a while there, and I meant the Araneas or whatever they're called. Oopsie. But yeah. It is what it is. Oop. Nice. Like, I don't know what would be the thing that, like, would make those a more interesting enemy, though. With worms, it's just having them deal damage in the walking on top of, like, on the ground shape as well, or form as well. It's like makes them infinitely more difficult to deal with, especially in like these horde scenarios. And with meteoroids, I think the game just literally gives them like extra dashes then. Okay, it is a bit hard to deal with all these meteoroids. Like, these many with the triple dashes is rough. And enough HP where they actually can't just be avoided with damage. Oh, I'm out of shield again. It is also interesting that they can literally dash through the wall for a short period of time, unless it's the last dash. Which is obviously meant to hit a wall and not get through anything, because it wouldn't work that way. But like still, makes them even more difficult to like deal with. Oh. Yeah, I just needed this. Okay, we did get the heal off. Oh my god. So I think the damaging part is only the front question mark. But we are safe attacking it from behind though. Okay, and If I was a betting man, I would bet that there is probably a form of worm that's actually able to like fall down on a different spot than it like jumps from as well. Just to follow the player or something, because that would be an easy way to make this even more difficult. Not that they need it to be more difficult, but obviously. Okay, sharp edge seems like something I would actually really like to have. We need to edge sharply. Come on now, chat. I keep talking about chat as if I was like live streaming this, because I usually am live streaming my YouTube videos whilst I'm recording them, but not this time. I guess instead I should refer to you as my dear viewers. Yeah. The treasury. Okay, so we need a way of getting through a waterfall. Interesting. Oh. Actually, you know what? The game is actually gonna kill me right here, because then I won't stop playing it to give my last thoughts on the game. Because my you-know-what was gonna be me being like, okay, that's enough gameplay for me to give my honest opinions on the game, but... Okay. How do I actually feel about the game, though? It's kind of complicated, right? Because at the same time, I... Okay, that's enough. Also, there's a quick button to return to Sanctuary as well. Okay, how did I not realize that? I feel like, you know, too much hand-holding is bad, but maybe some would be nice, right? Going off the perk tree and stuff would be cool. The boss design seems like, well, we only saw one, but it was literally just pre-existing monster but stronger, and then we just got that as a basic enemy anyways, which isn't great. I was hoping it would be something more memorable. Now obviously games often do this, where the thing where the first boss you fight isn't really all that great, and it's kind of something they kind of make bad on purpose, but they shouldn't do that. Like one of my favorite one of the main things I remember from like Dark Souls 3 is Judex Gundyr, from the very start of the game, it being a difficult boss and then being able to overcome it. That's something you really want to do. What you don't want to do is have your very first boss be just an enemy, basically, just a normal enemy. That's boring. Because at the end of the day, with Metroidvanias, a lot of the game is actually about the boss fights. The most impressive achievements you can have in Hollow Knight are with literally just the boss gauntlet thing that you're able to unlock in the game. And like the most memorable stuff, like the circus boss fight and stuff. I don't remember what bug number 85 that I fought against looked like, or what it even did. And this game seems to maybe focus on the wrong thing a lot. But at the same time, it feels so smooth. I want to like the game. I just can't quite like it. It is somewhat engaging, even if at the very start it isn't. And there is some challenge even at normal level, obviously, with the survive the horde thingies, which I think is kind of fun. That being said, they did have kind of the exact same enemies. I'm not sure if the triple comets were in the previous one, but still. Overall, I think there's a lot of potential, but the game just isn't there. Unfortunately, I really wanted to like it, but hey, it is what it is. I look extra sad because of the lighting. I promise I'm not crying. My eyes are not watering. It's just because I have my key light there, and my lighting settings are currently a bit off, so that's why I look sad. But yeah, dudes, dudettes, and everything in between. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in the next one as well. Hopefully, it will be a one where I'm a bit more energetic and excited about what I'm doing. But hey, honestly, I keep giving too many good reviews, so it's good to maybe give something a more of a negative spin. Unfortunate that I had to do it, but hey, variety is the spice of life, right? And obviously, if it did seem like a game that you would like, if you are all about that smashing, dying, getting a couple of perks, smashing everything you come across, dying again, getting a couple more perks, if that's the type of game, extra grindy game you really want to play, this is a game for you, probably, if you don't mind the lack of enemy variety. But there is like a lot of grindy games where there isn't a lot of enemy variety, and there's still a lot of people playing those games. Like just, I don't know, I always think of like Maple Story and stuff. So yeah, obviously there is more enemy variety in Maple Story, let's be clear about that, but still. That if that kind of grind mindset is something you have, extremely repetitive grinding against a very small pool of enemies that just keep repeating, then the game is for you. And if that is you, by the way, there's nothing wrong with that. Not for me. If you really feel like you're gonna like a game like this and you've played all the others already, give this one a try, I guess. I'm gonna give it like 3.5, not 1.5 Yermos out of 10. I don't know why I just came up with a rating system right now. I haven't done that for any one of the previous review/gameplay videos. And I shouldn't have done it here either. I'm sorry about that. Dudes, dudettes, and everything in between. I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to subscribe. Yada, yada, yada. I went off on a tangent during my outro, which is a bit weird, so we're gonna do it again. But yeah, bye.